Hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. Colsanti. This unit, we will look at an argument about the naturalness of gender differences, particularly in wages and the division of labor. By the division of labor, we're referring to the different positions that people hold in a given society. And an assumption is that men have higher status and power than women, particularly in the United States. They have power over decisions, over institutions like law, government, business, and over the lives of women themselves. People studying this had the idea that status differences we see in the United States related to the child rearing and feeding of infants. Because women do this, they are limited to the domestic sphere of life, whereas men are freer to operate outside the home and they're tasked with subsistence, providing for the family. So this division of labor put men in the role of provider. Women were dependent on them, and therefore they have less influence and less power and less status. And just a small leap from this, this situation arose naturally, out of nature, is part of the argument. So women are naturally connected to the home, men are naturally connected to the public sphere, and therefore they have differential status and differential power because of the freedom that men have to pursue economic means and to provide for the family, and the limited opportunities women have. This was the argument. That's the argument. Since it was originally proposed, it's been evaluated extensively. Today, we can actually look at societies in any given time, like right now, and you go around and you look, and these societies vary greatly, with lots of counterexamples that don't fit that model of naturalness. Furthermore, within any given society, the division of labor is often very complex, changeable, with men and women taking on different roles and experiencing differences in status as a result. The big takeaway, it doesn't seem to be natural, and certainly not universal. So that means that it's been created by given societies. And we have many counterexamples showing that women actually maintain higher status. And we have many examples within a given society that women influence considerable power and influence when you look at how they operate within the family to affect the lives of men. And oftentimes we have much more egalitarian perspectives than what you originally might see on the surface. The other thing to know is when we look at different societies cross-culturally at this given time, we find that hunter and gathering societies have much more egalitarian connections to one another, to the men and women in that society. And these are likely to be the types of societies we had when humans were first operating on the planet, which means that we probably had a much more egalitarian perspective on differences between men and women. Were probably not so different. They were more egalitarian. The other part of this is documenting an existing reality in the United States. Women, on average, earn only about 77 cents for every dollar a man earns for the same work. And this varies even more so when you look at it ethnically, with African Americans and Hispanic women earning even less than white men. So this isn't natural. It's not based on nature. It's simply unfair. So acknowledging this and opening dialogues about it can help us create a more perfect union. The call for a more perfect union is one to think about as we examine issues like the gender wage gap. That's all for now. I hope you find this unit interesting and important. I was talking more from notes than I usually do, and I hope that's okay. Let me know your feedback, and I'm looking forward to interacting with you. Thanks.